Hi everyone, welcome to Korean Express YouTube channel. Now before you watch this video, I would suggest you all to go and watch this particular video first, because in this video I introduced you all to the concept of irregular conjugation in Korean language. Now we all know that there are 7 types of irregulars, and we have already learned about the shiut, tigit, piip and irregular. Now in this video I am going to explain you all irregular in Korean language. So let's start. Now let's see the rule of conjugation for this particular irregular, and the rule is when an adjective or verb stem ends in and an ending starting with either a or is attached to the stem, then the is removed and an additional leer is added to the stem. This rule is quite complicated, I know, but with the help of examples you will be able to understand this rule of conjugation. Okay, in simple words, whenever a stem ends in li and an ending starting with either a or o is going to get attached to that stem while doing the conjugation, then the present in this li, it gets removed and an additional leer is added to the stem. Okay, now how you are going to determine whether you have to add a or to the stem while doing the conjugation? So to decide this, you need to look at the second last syllable in the stem. Okay, if the vowel in the second last syllable is either a or o, then you have to add a to the stem. Okay, and if the vowel in the second last syllable is anything but a or o, then you have to add o to the stem. So this means that you just need to look at the vowel present in the second last syllable of the stem, and that is how you are going to decide whether the upcoming ending should start with a or o. Okay, now let's look at this note. This says that the conjugation of verbs and adjectives in the future tense does not change according to irregular. What does this mean? See, we just saw the rule that this irregular is applied only when an ending starting with either a or o is coming to get attached to the stem. Okay, now we know that while conjugating verbs and adjectives in the future tense, the ending does not start with a or o, and therefore irregular is not applicable on the conjugation of verbs and adjectives in future tense, right? This is according to the rule. Now let's see the first case when the vowel in the second last syllable is either a or o. Before looking at these examples, remember one thing, that I have conjugated these verb or adjectives in the past, present and future tense in the informal form of conjugation. Okay, so that it becomes easy for you to understand that how you are going to apply this irregular rule on various verbs and adjectives. Okay, first one is paruda, which means to be fast. You can notice that the stem ends in li, so irregular will be applied. Now first we have to check the vowel present in the second last syllable, and that is a. So the ending that will be attached will start with the vowel a. Okay, so now in the past tense the ending will be asoyo and the stem is paru. So according to the rule, this will get eliminated and an additional leer is going to get attached to it. So it will be pal and this additional leer and asoyo, and it will get merged and it becomes palasoyo. Okay, now in the present tense the ending is ayo, so it will be palayo. In future tense we know that future tense में irregular conjugation नहीं होता है. The conjugation will be regular. Very simple, we know the rules, it will be paral koeo. Okay, the second example is 다르다, which means to be different. You can notice that the stem ends in l. So, l irregular is applied. Now, notice the vowel present in the second last syllable, and that is a. So, the ending will also start with a. So, in past tense, the ending will be asoyo. And according to the rules of the irregular conjugation, it will be conjugated as thalasoyo. In present tense, the ending is ayo and the conjugation will be thalayo. And in the future tense, we are going to do the regular conjugation and it will become tharul koeyo. Very easy, you just need to apply the rule on the given verb or adjective that follows the condition of the l irregular. Okay, now let's see the second case. When vowel in the second last syllable is anything but a or o. Okay, first example is puruda, which means to call or sing. Now here it can also mean to call somebody by their name when you want to get someone's attention. So you address that person by the name of that person, right? So it can mean that. ये call वो वाला call नहीं है phone call करना. No, it is when you are calling someone by their name to get their attention. That is puruda. Here the stem ends in l. Notice the vowel present in the second last syllable. It is neither a nor o. It is u. So, the ending will start with o. That is, in past tense you can notice the ending is osoyo. Okay. So, according to the rule of conjugation, this u will get eliminated and an additional layer is going to get attached to the stem, right? So, it will become pulosoyo. Okay, and in the present tense, the ending is oyo, so it will be puloyo. And in the future tense, regular conjugation, it will become purul koeyo. Okay, similarly, let's look at the other example. It is kiruda, which means to raise or grow. Stem ends in l, so it is going to follow the l irregular. Okay, you can notice that the vowel in the second last syllable is neither a nor o. So, the ending will start with o. So, in past tense, the ending will be osoyo and the conjugation will become kilosoyo. In present tense, kiloyo, and in future tense, regular conjugation, kiril koeyo. Okay, so this is how you are going to apply the rules of this particular irregular on these given examples, right? Now, here is another note. There are some verbs and adjectives that end in l, but still they follow the rules of irregular. इसका मतलब ऐसे कुछ verbs और adjectives हैं जिनका stem l से end होता है but still वो l irregular follow नहीं करते. उनका conjugation होता है according to the rules of irregular that we have already learned about, right? Let's take a look at this particular example to understand it more clearly. Taruda, which means to follow. You can notice that the stem ends in l, but it does not follow the rule of conjugation for l irregular. Instead, it follows the rule for irregular. Now, according to that rule, we know that you are going to look at the vowel present in the second last syllable, that is a. So, the ending will be starting with the vowel a, and will get eliminated while doing the conjugation. So, in past tense, the ending will be asoyo and the conjugation will become tharasoyo. In present tense, ending is ayo, conjugation will be tarayo. And in future tense, we know that irregular is not applied. So, the conjugation will be regular and therefore, it will become tarul koeyo. Okay, very easy. Just remember this exception, right? Now, let's see some example sentences to understand this rule of conjugation, this l irregular more clearly. First one is the sentence, this book is different. Now in Korean language, it will be 이 책은 달라요. This means 이, book is 책, and to be different is 다르다. So, according to the irregular, in present tense, it will be 달라요. Okay? Next is, that bus was fast. 그 버스는 빨랐어요. That is 그, bus, 버스, and to be fast is 빠르다. So, in the past tense, according to the rules of the irregular conjugation, it will be 빨랐어요. Okay? Next is, I will call my brother. 저는 저의 오빠를 부를 거예요. I is 저는, my is 저의, and brother is 오빠. And to call is 부르다. Now in future tense we know that it is conjugated according to the regular rules of conjugation. So it will be 부를 거예요. Alright? Next is I followed my friend. 저는 저의 친구를 따랐어요. I is 저는, my is 저의, friend is 친구, and to follow is 따르다. Now we just saw that it does not follow the rule of conjugation for l irregular, and instead it follows the rule for irregular. And therefore in past tense the conjugation will be 따랐어요. Okay? So this is all about l irregular. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe Korean Express YouTube channel. Thank you.